Henny B. Everybody knows me as Henny. So I have a whole bunch of friends that go to school here. I'm a jazz musician, so I'm around a lot. Harlem, but I'm all around New York, like Brooklyn. I'm really there a lot. But Harlem mainly, that's where I stay. Queens, I've been there for a little while. Bronx, I went to school there, so I would be lying if I said all the police were really like assholes, you know what I mean? But some people really let the badge get to them, and they just feel like it's really hard to explain. Because I've been arrested before for no reason, actually for trespassing through a park while I'm coming from school, and it was like the warrant was like 2 years old, and they arrested me out of nowhere. So, but that was really fucked up. And the cop could have prevented it too if he wanted to, but he just, just for the sake of getting paid, they arrested me. But the police, in Harlem, they're just really jacked up. Like, they really don't care. Response times are late. I know they try to, back in the day it was worse, but response times still suck. Cops are still harassing people for no reason. I can name some of the cops too. 23rd Precinct too, they suck. 125th Street, I hate them. Yeah, that's really, they're all, not all of them are bad, but the ones that are bad, the ones that are corrupt are really corrupt. You know what I mean? Just growing up and living in Harlem, I get to see all types of things go on. Like, I've seen people get beat up badly, and cops will just sit there and just watch the fight with everybody else. I've seen cops that don't care. I know cops that, do bribes in the neighborhood. The NYPD has a whole bunch going on. I just wish that, well, now that they say they're gonna put cameras on them now, so I guess it'll be fun to see what's really gonna go down now. They're everywhere, but they're nowhere. You know what I mean? They have watchtowers in Harlem, which nobody even knows what they're for, because nobody ever sees anybody working the watchtowers. Nobody's ever there. There are a whole bunch of cameras in Harlem, and every time there's a crime, they still don't know who does crimes. Nobody works the cameras, nobody watches the cameras, and you have to go through a lot to get the actual footage from the cameras. Because one time, my car got broken into, and there were 4 cameras around the block, but nobody would give me the footage so I could see who the person was. And we called the police, and they're like, "Oh no, you can't get footage." Sometimes it's nice to have police around just to keep a little order, but sometimes I just really don't feel comfortable with them around. I can't be myself, and I'm from Harlem, and there's a strong, Harlem has its own thing. We have our own way of doing certain things, and the cops just don't let us be ourselves. Sometimes we're not even in the wrong, and they're just there, just harassing people just for the sake of talking, or just to do something with themselves. They just want to bother people. That shit's whack. Sometimes, there'll be times where you need the police around, but you don't really feel safe. I feel safer being around a group of friends that I know that we can protect each other before I ask for the police to help me, to be honest, because I can handle my own situations. We don't really need all of the police. And we give them way too much money for them to be doing nothing. We just put a whole couple million in retraining all the cops after everything happened, which I don't know why, because I don't know why you're retraining a cop to because of the whole chokehold thing that they did, that illegal chokehold. A cop should know not to do that. I don't know why you're gonna give them more money now to train them and take our tax money when you're just killing us off. It's so stupid. Everything is. I wish people were able to they say it's a democracy, but we really don't get to have a say-so in where our money goes. I wish people were able to actually choose what you want to invest in, because half of the things that I hear going on, I don't want any part of it. And I wish there was a way to just take me off the grid in terms of everything. I wish there was a way to do that, but it's just so hard. You can't succeed without being part of this fucked up system. Yeah, definitely. They'll put certain cops in certain places, just because they think they'll do better there. I noticed that in Harlem too. There aren't really any black cops. They usually put white cops, Hispanic cops, but no black cops. And why? I don't know. I don't know why they don't take people that are from the actual neighborhoods to work in there as police, like people we trust. Like I wish we can choose the cops in the neighborhood. That would be even. There's so many ways to make everything better, but nobody really gets to say anything. Like they just hire people in these positions to make a decision for everybody else, which is not right. You know. Thoughts on prison divestment? It's just another way to just mess up the minorities, to be honest. Like most of the time, like this whole divestment thing, like they're like people are invested in like prisons. They're giving like especially Colombia, because we spoke about that. Like Colombia has like 200,000 something shares, and like a whole bunch of shit that the students don't even know about, and I just think it's pretty jacked up. And in these prisons, like most of the people that they're coming after are minorities. Like, you know what I mean? Like, so once again, there's just something else put in place to jack everybody up. These people are investing in stuff that we don't know about. I think if people knew about all the shit that Columbia University had invested in, I don't think most of them would go to the school. Yeah, there's like this prison in South Africa that was like torturing people. That Columbia had money, like put money into that prison. Like you don't hear anybody really like talking about divestment campaigns in Harlem. At least they don't know. They don't put it out there enough. That's one of the main issues with this whole divestment thing. Like people don't even know what is going on. It's just happening.